Mercer County, overcast skies didn't dampen the celebration in one local school as students there recognized the power of the pickle. It is National Pickle Day, and our Abby Lester shares more on how students learned more about it in a unique way.
Students at Bluefield Intermediate School had the opportunity to learn about Pickle Day and even taste pickles. The first celebration of Pickle Day dates back to 1949, and it's marked for November 14th in recognition of the ending of harvest for those who would be canning and putting food items back in preparation for winter. One fifth-grade teacher tells us the staff at Bluefield Intermediate School continues to try and find unique ways of learning for the students.
Our principal, Miss Damon, she likes to, in the morning with our morning announcements, she will throw out what today's national holiday is. And several of us here will try to look ahead and plan maybe lessons around whatever that holiday is. And so whenever Pickle Day came up, I thought that would be perfect to think outside the box and do something fun that the kids wouldn't expect.
The tradition of the Christmas pickle has many ties to different origins, including German traditions, old stories about St. Nick, and even an ingenious marketing strategy to sell Christmas ornaments. While learning about pickles, students had the chance to be creative and make their own pickle Christmas tradition.
I asked if any of them knew of the Christmas pickle tradition, and none of them did. So they got to come up with what they think the Christmas tradition would be.
After learning about the tales of the Christmas pickles, the kids disguised their own pickle with coloring sheets, leading to the legend for their parents to hide it on the tree, and the first kid to find it gets an extra present.
I really think here at Bluefield Intermediate, we try to think outside the box. We try to do fun things with our kids, and really, with a little bit of heart, any day could be a holiday.
Here for you in Bluefield, I'm Abby Lester, WVVA News.
Now, Meadows and other staff members plan on continuing to find new ways to learn with these interesting holidays for students at Bluefield Intermediate. Sports is up.